Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we took out Morty of Ecruteak City Gym and obtained for ourselves the Fog Badge, getting us half the badges of the Johto region, and putting us one step closer to the end of the journey. Kinda wild. We also beat up some kimono girls or something, but that's not important right now. What is important is that this time, we head west. Oh, do love this track. Where'd you say you're from? New Barktown. Professor Elm lives over there, right? You've come a long way to get here. Yeah, that's true. We have been at this for a while now. Welcome to Route 38. Olivine City to Ecruteak City. I mentioned last time that our main target next time was going to be for Cianwood. Olivine City, however, stands in between us and that city, so we've got quite a ways to go, and quite a lot of trainers and such to deal with. There's actually a lot of things we can do here, such as fight this lady. Hi, aren't you a cute trainer? May I see your Pokemon? I suppose so. While we're doing this, however, Route 38 has new encounters for us. Quite a bit of them, actually, so while we're busy beating up Valerie here... Oh, you picked a bad time to have a Hoppip, girl. I got a Scyther. Let's go over some new encounters. First things first, exclusively in Gold and Crystal version specifically, though in the case of Crystal you have to wait until nighttime, so for me that is perfectly fine. We got Meowth. Meowth is fine. Its evolution Persian is okay. It is very fast, but the rest of its stats come up to being average at worst, and also average at best. It's not a particularly amazing Pokemon, but for a normal type, you could do worse. Weirdly enough, Meowth also has a strange habit of getting more things later. I don't know if I can consider it get better later, because it has to be regional variations that make it better, but he's gotten Alolan forms for himself and for Persian in Generation 7. He's gotten Galar forms for himself with a new evolution in the form of Berserker, and he got a Gigantamax form in the same game. A bit unnecessary if you ask me, but I don't make the rules, so whatever. Next up, weirdly enough, this one is actually not in Crystal version, so exclusively to Gold and Silver, we have Farfetch'd. A terrible Pokemon, for all cases of the word, is what I would say if it weren't for the fact that the future was kind to Farfetch'd. Generation 7 gave this thing a massive attack buff in the form of 25 points to its attack stat, turning it from below average to pretty competent. And thanks to later gens giving it the signature item of Stick, riveting, it gets increased critical hit ratios. It does also, thankfully for itself, in Sword and Shield, get a regional variation, Galar Farfetch'd, which evolves into the much stronger Surfetch'd. I will not count this as gets better later because it is a regional variant and you can't access it in this game, but it's a competent Pokemon. You could do a lot worse than getting a Surfetch'd, I suppose, because I've heard pretty good things about using it. Get ourselves a berry from that tree while we're at it, and let's deal with this guy. Next up on the docket, however, is when things get very interesting, because the next three Pokemon I think are all very much worth considering for your team. In all three versions, you have the potential to encounter Magnemite. Magnemite is an interesting beast. It's the only Pokemon from Generation 1 that received a type change in the jump from Gen 1 to 2, acquiring the much coveted Steel type as part of its utilities. This might seem like a bad thing at first, because it makes it now quad weak to ground type moves. But it also adds numerous resistances for itself, and Steel is just a good defensive type as a whole, so I think this is a good trade-off. Magnemite comes with the upside of having pretty powerful special attack right out the gate, and its evolution Magneton goes even further with that, making it a reliable electric spamming special attacker. The downside is that these two have rather low health, so you kind of have to deal with that and the fact that they don't have much in the way of special defense. They do have good physical, but not special defense. That being said, they also get better later thanks to the introduction of Magnezone in Generation 4, an even better version that has much stronger attack and better stats. You could honestly do a lot worse than a Magnezone. Magnezones are very fun to use. I've used multiple of them in the past, and they're just reliable Pokemon. The one downside, however, is that Magnezone, as far as I remember, you can't really obtain legitimately in Heart Gold Soul Silver because of the fact that its evolution requirements means you're either going all the way to Mount Silver, which is not happening for you, or you're trading it elsewhere. Don't bother. It's going to be a hassle. But now we get to the more interesting ones, because there are two Pokemon left to talk about, and we've seen one of them. So we're going to talk about the one we haven't seen first. Tauros. If you don't know what Tauros is, you are in for a treat. This thing was once a king of Generation 1. The best normal type that wasn't named Snorlax, a brutally fast, brutally powerful physical attacker that mowed down anything in its way. Tauros is the definition of let it go head first, because it's going to crash into whatever it goes up against. and it's very fun to use. I've used the Tauros for Fire Red Leaf Green. It was awesome then. It's just as awesome now. Though later gens do make it better with the form of Intimidate as an ability, which is an amazing ability to have no matter what Pokemon you slap it on. As a antithesis, however, Generation 2 did, of course, add Miltank. This is technically Tauros' counterpart because Tauros is a bull, so all Tauroses are male and all Miltanks are female. We've been over what makes Miltank a menace. It's crazy fast, it's very defensive and hard to fight, and it can steamroll you if it puts its mind to it. Signature move of Milk Drink to let it heal itself means it has a lot of things to protect itself with and just stall and annoy you to death. Miltank is genuinely a pretty good Pokemon, and this is your first chance to actually get to use it, so if you want to become Whitney, this is your opportunity to do so. I'm not personally going to do so, but I know someone who is doing that. Good luck with that playthrough, Alex. So, by all means, if you want to use a Miltank, have at it. This is your chance. Flaffy? That's an illegal Pokemon. That doesn't exist in Crystal version. Don't lie to me. This is a really bad fight for Stark, so we're gonna tag out. Yeah, there's a surprising handful of new Pokemon around here, and most of them I would actually argue are pretty good. Like, Persian, for Meowth, is okay. Farfetch'd sucks in this generation, but at least he got better later. Ish. I can't really say that qualification because, again, Sirfetch'd was a Galar version of Farfetch'd only evolution. But for the most part, you just have good options here. Though I will admit, one unfortunate thing about the Magneton family. Abilities don't exist in Generation 2, so they're quad weak to ground types. You might think, okay, that means that I can just use him in Generation 4, right? No. He doesn't have an ability that makes him immune to ground types in 4th gen. You need to use a special move like Magnet Rise to get rid of that. So keep that in mind and be careful. You don't want to accidentally get yourself destroyed because someone used Magnitude on you. It's happened to the best of us. Psyduck, we're going back to Stark. Thankfully, the trainers around here aren't too stressful. You could actually probably fight these guys leading up to the fight with Morty, but I felt like challenging us, so I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Psyduck using Scratch, that's not going to do much because Psyduck's physical attack is paltry. So this is going to be easy for us. Slice and dice. Good job, bud. Level up. Now, Stark is on track to get one new move that I'm looking forward to, but the only new thing we're going to get right now is Agility, which admittedly is not the most useful thing for us right now because Agility just increases your speed, and Scyther's already the fastest thing on our team right now. So I don't know if it's worth it to even have it. I guess we could get rid of Leer for it. Sure, why not, I guess. Inferno Heart still has his own Leer, so I think it's fine that we do that. Nice and easy. And there goes last Anna. I see, so you can battle that way. Yeah. It's quite easy, really. And there are, of course, headbutt trees around here, but encounters haven't really changed for that, so don't worry too much. Artemis is kind of low on health, so let's heal him up. I do have a bunch of berries, but I'm not going to be using them because don't use your berries right now. You want to save them for something very important that's coming. Instead, we're going to use a super potion. And we're just going to continue on our merry little way this way. Because we got more trainers to deal with. Let me try something I learned today. No. How about I just cut you down instead? That seems way more enjoyable for me. Oh, you only got one Pokemon. Yeah, you're just going to get destroyed. Oh! That's different. Very unfortunate for you, but that's different at least. We haven't really seen any Mr. Mimes around, so that's kind of neat to see. Also, funnily enough, Mr. Mime can be female, so, I'm not sure what they were thinking with that one. Oh well. Barrier, which raises defense, but thankfully Fury Cutter still deals with that because it just gets stronger. Get out of here. Mr. Mime is fully evolved, so he does give you a good amount of experience, which is nice. I didn't study enough, I guess. I mean, I guess that's one way to look at your failures. Take many tests, you don't have much time for Pokemon. Oh, right, this is one you can actually talk to. I have a dream of becoming a Pokemon researcher like Professor Oak. May I please have your phone number? We should chat about Professor Oak. Oh, God. Fine, I guess, you stupid kid. I do love that little jingle. Listen to Professor Oak's Pokemon talk, right? Not really. I probably should, but I don't. Don't you think my Pokemon and I are beautiful? For 8 bits? You bet it, baby. No, that's weird. Come to think of it, I actually don't know. I think Pokemon falls under 8 bits in Generation 2, because it's still a Game Boy Color title, but... Oh! What are you doing out? I'm not expecting to see you for a while. I'm not even gonna acknowledge you, because you kinda suck. So this is Corsola, I guess. This is a water rock type. Not water ground, water rock. I thought for a second that it would resist bug, but rock doesn't resist bug, so I'm just gonna keep chopping at it. Nice crit. Oh, you bitch! Yeah, fine. Hurry up. Slice and dice attack. One more. Yeah, Bubble's not gonna do much to us. I also gotta admit, Corsola does make me laugh just conceptually because it's just coral with a face. Like, we couldn't do anything else with this, come on. Easy enough. Who drink Moo Moo milk? Oh. Well, alright then. Oh. Ugh. Hi, Mom. Yes, yes. Oh, right, she actually mentions this one. Sometimes she buys Pokédolls and deposits them in your room, so if you go back to New Bark Town for whatever reason, keep that in mind. That's actually something that you'll be able to see. Now, we're on to Route 39. Encounters have actually not changed in the jump between routes, so don't worry about that. You'd actually have nothing different here. That being said, we are going to punch this guy in the face. Let's see what your Pokemon are capable of. Okay. I'm putting Artemis up front for a bit because I don't want everyone just getting experience lost to Stark. As much as I like Stark, I'm not gonna let him hog the spotlight. Never mind, he's going to hog the spotlight. Well, no, Artemis can probably handle this. I hope. Please. Admittedly, it was nice of Artemis to be able to pull his weight using Mud Slap in the fight against Morty, but man, that fight went south so bad. I'm thankful that Inferno was able to carry the team in the moment of need, but that could have gone disastrously. And if you wonder why I didn't use the energy powder or the heal powder, they're bitter items, and both Artemis and Alucard, their evolutions that I'm aiming for involve friendship, so I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. Level 25. Nice. What do we got next? Another Slowpoke. Let's let Alucard try this, actually. Because yes, you're a Psychic type, but Alucard has Bite, so he can deal super effective damage. You got this, bud. Chomp. Ooh! Ooh, nice crit! That was awesome. I haven't seen Alucard get a one-hit kill like that in a long time. Oh, your Pokemon have potential. Yes, yes, they do. Nice and powerful. Good job, you two. Alright, we're gonna inspect this tree, because it gives you Mint Berry. Actually, don't remember what Mint Berry does. Hang on. Need to double check that one. What do you do? Mint Berry. Self-awakening for sleep. Oh, I get it, because the taste of mint is bitter, so it startles you awake. I guess that makes sense. Now, this is an interesting spot, because this is Moo Moo Farm. Enjoy our fresh and tasty milk. Don't you dare say anything about this. I'm watching you. You know who you are. But if you look down here, there's Miltanks. I believe there's 4 of them around here, and if I remember correctly, yes! Right in the middle of these 4, you can find a nugget. An item that is purely for selling. It is a very worthwhile procedure to grab that thing, because it is worth a decent amount of money. If you walk in here, though... A Miltank ain't giving me milk no more. This here farm's got famous milk. Most everyone wants a drink. It'll give me lots of milk if I feed to lots of berries, I reckon. My southernness was a bit off with this one. Our milk even goes out to Kanto, so if our own Miltank won't give us any milk, we're in trouble. Yeah, that sounds like a problem for business, I would say. I reckon. Yeah, this is the cow they're talking about. Moo Moo is sick. She needs lots of berries. And yep, they're both saying the exact same thing. This is Moo Moo. A bit of a side quest of sorts. Oh, that does not sound good. It's cry, it's weak. Give it a berry? Yes. Now, Moo Moo here is going to need a lot of berries. In total, you need to give it 7 berries for it to get better. We only have 3 right now, but you can tell that things are changing when you get 3 because it says you became a little healthier. Make sure you check back in on this thing whenever you find berries, because it is worth it to get as much of them as you can for Moo Moo. Trust me, the reward is worthwhile. For now, let's head down, though. Such darling Pokemon. Let's show our Pokemon together at the same time. That is what a Pokemon battle is about, yes. I'd be shocked if you didn't understand that by now. Pokefan Ruth. Where's Babe? Uh-oh. I don't have a plan for that. Especially not with... Well, I thought Stark was still up front. Actually, this is okay. Mud Slap. Yeah, the danger is an electric type. I don't really have any moves that are good against it aside from Mud Slap, but you know what? There are worse things I could do. Oh, that's worse. Oh, come on. Unfortunately, now that we're paralyzed, we're always going to move slower, but Pikachu seems to be doing quick attack anyway, so that's not a problem. Take Mud to the eyes. Luckily, you can't see because we blinded you, so, and... Oh, damn it. Lousy paralysis. Yeah, paralysis can just deny you the ability to move sometimes, which is annoying, but... If it gets to be too much, stock up on paralyzed heals. What can I tell you? Nice and easy. I don't mind losing. I guess good for you, lady. Let's put someone else up front so that Artemis doesn't get too much. Alucard, you're up. This is a good time to brag about my Pikachu. Oh, god damn it. Are you serious? 2 in a row. Well, I guess they're both Pokemaniacs, or Pokefans, so I guess this kind of makes sense. Do I risk the switch, or do I just risk Alucard being out here? See how much damage you do, bud. Whoa! Oh, don't you start. Double team raises evasion, meaning it's harder to hit. This is the inverse of lowering accuracy, because now they're just harder to hit in general, but I trust Alucard to bite it. Thankfully, this is not like later gens where Pikachu might have an ability like Static, where you can get paralyzed just from touching it. If it was, Alucard might be in trouble. No! Don't you start with me, please. It's all fun and games until someone uses the accuracy evasion strats against you. That's my thing, not yours. Luckily, that was the only thing they had. What do you mean, no time? You had multiple turns. Calm it down. Yeah, there's a few trainers around here who are just hanging out. I believe that's a sailor trainer right there, but we're gonna hop the fence right here. Or I guess hop the hills. Oh, you're not a trainer. Or you are? Oh, I guess because I talked to her instead of letting her get alerted. That's what happened. Pokefan Jaime with a Meowth. It's a bit different. Nice. I do find it kind of strange Meowth shows up in Crystal, but only at night. Like, I guess I know cats are often nighttime creatures, but still. I suppose I don't give my cats a chance to really invade me at night, so I wouldn't know. There's no telling what my cats will get up to at night, so I don't let them in my room. That's just a bad idea. I got a lot of just stuff that they would mess with, and I know that for certain. Easy does it, though. Nice job, Alucard. Oh, how disappointing. Yeah, it happens. Now, let's see if we can get this sailor guy for a battle. I just got back to Olivine, so how about a Pokemon battle? Sure thing. Sailor Eugene. Poliwhirl. That's a bit different. We've seen Poliwag, but we haven't seen Poliwhirl before yet. Give it a bite. How's it taste? Like frog? I haven't actually tried frog myself now that I think about it. I've had gator, but I haven't had frog, and that's probably for the best. I don't know if I'd ever enjoy the taste of frog. That seems like a weird texture. Gator just tastes like chicken. Which doesn't sound helpful, but it really does. It's kind of weird. Chomp. Get out of here. Poliwhirls are decent enough experience, so I'm okay with grappling with something like that. What else you got? Raticate! Interesting. You actually got some decent Pokemon. But I'm just gonna keep biting. Let's go, Alucard. Chomp. Not using quick attack this time. What you got? Just a regular little tackle? That's fine. Because one more hit should do you in. And even if you get a crit, nothing's gonna change. Chomp. Good job, bud. The days of Zubat just failing to do anything are over, thank God. Feels so much better like this. And the last one's a Krabby. Ooh. Stark, can you do this? Krabby's got high attack power, but he's also really frail. I think you got this. You got this, bud. Just Fury Cutter to death. Vice Grip. Uh-oh. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Well, I think you'll kill it in one hit. From Hell's Heart, I sliced it thee? Yes. Thank you. Oh, so close. Nice work, though, team. Awarg! I don't know where these guys get their just screams of defeat. It's weird. What do we got with the sign? Trainer tips. Use headbutt on trees to shake Pokemon out. I already knew this. It is true. Different kinds do appear in different spots. We just haven't really seen any spots where it's different, unfortunately. There will be some that will show up soon, but we're still waiting a little while. But finally, we make it to Olivine City. That thing you have. It's a Pokegear, right? Wow, that's cool. Olivine City, the port closest to foreign lands. That's true, this is a port city. Oh, and there's the gym. Oh, uh-oh. You again? There's no need to panic. I don't bother with wimps like you. What the hell are you talking about? You bothered with me 3 times and lost every time. Shut the hell up. Speaking of weaklings, the city's gym leader isn't here. Supposedly taking care of a sick Pokemon at the lighthouse. Huh, boo-hoo. Just let sick Pokemon go. Pokemon that can't battle is worthless. Why don't you go train at the lighthouse? Who knows, it may make you a bit less weak. Never changes. What a dick. And yeah, he's actually not lying. If you go in the gym, there's no one here. No one at all. Olivine City Pokemon Gym leader, Jasmine, the steel-clad defense girl. Yes, Steel gets its own gym in this generation. Weirdly enough, Dark actually didn't, and it took a very long time for Dark to get a gym for itself. It took until, I think, Generation 8, which is kind of wild. Well, let's check out some places around here where there's some stuff that we gotta check out, like this. Olivine is on the sea! And if it's on the sea, there are bound to be fish! I've fished here for 30 years. Would you like to face the sea and fish? Heck yeah, I would. Ah-ha-ha! We have ourselves a new angler! And you get the good rod for talking to this guy. Good rod is better old rod because it gives you better fish you can find. No longer confined to just getting magic harps. Fish aren't found in the sea alone. They go wherever there is water. That is true. I was waiting for that for quite a while. Stop by the mart, see what we can buy now. Great Balls, Super Potions, Hyper Potions, which are really good. These things are 4 times as good as Super Potions and restore your health by 200 rather than 50. This would later be nerfed in Generation 7 to become 120 because they realized, damn, Hyper Potions are good. And Surf Mail, Super Repels, and some healing items for statuses, that's fine. We don't really need Hyper Potions right now, but I'll buy a few Super Potions for good luck. We could get Great Balls, but I have no need for those right now. Let's get out of here. And let's stop by the Pokemon Center and heal up, too, because some members of our team are a bit worse for wear. What do you gotta say? The sailor in the Olivine Cafe next door is really generous. He taught my Pokemon strength. Now I can move big boulders. Well, that's helpful. Maybe we'll check out that place momentarily. Four team members. We got 2 to go before we fill out our full roster, and the good news is we're actually fairly close to getting one of them, which I'm excited for. Wow, you and your Pokemon are really close. I don't know how you know that, but alright. There's a person in Scenewood City across the sea. I hear him bragging about his rare Pokemon. Heh. Yeah, some people are like that. Let's see. They said the guy in the cafe next door. Not cafe, the bar next door, so let's walk in here. Oh yeah, this is just straight up a tavern. Olivine Cafe's menu is chock full of hearty fare for beefy sailors. Ha! Your Pokemon sure look like lightweights. They don't have the power to move boulders aside. Here, use this and teach them strength. And this guy just gives you HMO4, which is our method for pushing boulders, which would mean we do have a way to finally push that one boulder inside of the burned tower, so keep that in mind for later. On the sea, the only thing you can count on is your own good self. I'm so proud of my buff bod. I do hear that sea life is pretty rough, so if you are not built for it, it will be not fun for you, so you really gotta work your body for it. Whenever I roll into this town, I always visit the Olivine Cafe. Everything on the menu makes me feel stronger. I can't stop eating. This place is hilarious to me because this place, when it was brought in for Heart Gold Soul Silver, you actually see Maylene of Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl inside the bar just chugging down food in like an inhuman amount. It's hilarious to me. Because I think that was this area. That might be a different area, but I'm pretty sure it was this one. That being said, there's still a couple interesting spots around here. For one thing, there's this tall building. Olivine Lighthouse, also known as the Glitter Lighthouse. It is a port town, and if you gotta have a good port, you need to be able to see what's going on for ships, so you gotta have a lighthouse. Dark roads are dangerous at night, but in the pitch black of night, the sea is even more treacherous. Without the beacon of the lighthouse to guide it, no ship can sail. Yeah, that is true. It's very dangerous sailing at nighttime. I've actually done... I wasn't sailing myself, but I used to do scouts, and we did sea-based trips where we went out to Florida Keys for a couple of different things. Live aboard a ship for 2 weeks, or scuba diving. I did the scuba side of it. That shit's really fun, but there's a lot of things that can go wrong when you're out on the sea, and I heard some, a lot of sick-related stories involving people who did the live aboard stuff. Very hard to get your sea legs. Whenever I get in trouble, Daddy always scares me. Oh? Along the way to Sea and Wood, there are 4 deserted islands. Bad kids are taken to the islands as punishment. Interesting. I suppose that'll be something to keep in mind for us if we ever go that way. And what do you have to say, mister? Hi, I'm looking for this Pokemon. If you have Krabby, would you trade it for my Voltorb? Interesting. I forgot about this trade being in the game. We could technically catch a Krabby right now, but I don't think we're going to partake in this trade. You don't have one either? Gee, that's really disappointing. I suppose we can talk about this one real fast. Voltorb is sort of a strange Pokemon. It is designed as a mimic and intended to be extremely fast and relatively powerful from an electric standpoint. Its special attack isn't amazing, but it's one of the fastest Pokemon around, and there's a reason for that. It may not hit immediately strong by itself, but it is designed to do one thing very, very specifically. Blow up. Voltorb and its evolution Electrode learn Explosion and Self-Destruct, and can be very terrifying to run into because they can just go boom at a moment's notice. And it's really funny to use it by yourself if you have ever had the urge to blow up. I've used an Electrode on my team for Fire Red Leaf Green as well. It's not the best Pokemon, but it's a decent electric type, and it's very funny as the last resort explosion if you really want to use it. That being said, though, I think it might be time for us to wrap up here. We've got a plethora of places we can go to, but I think we're going to visit the lighthouse next time. So next time, on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal version, we're going to explore Glitter Lighthouse and see if we can find out what's going on with that Pokemon that the gym leader is supposedly taking care of. Till next time, ice out.